All right, Phoenix Suns, Denver Nuggets. Let's get into it. This is disaster. Phoenix Suns are down 30 points at halftime, 81-51. The Denver Nuggets had 81 points in a quarter. I know that's gonna be like top 10 points, and not in the quarter. 81 points and a half. Now that gotta be like top 10 points and a half all season. 81 and a half in a half. KCP, how much points KCP got? Because KCP got a lot of points. Because last time I checked, they tell you it was 19. And that was a little while ago. So I was looking at the box score. KCP got 21 points. KCP got 21 points. KCP, 21 points. Jamal Murray, 18 points. Nikola Jokic, 20 points. On the verge of another triple-double. But I doubt he'll get a triple-double. They up 30. What they got to put Jokic in the game for? They up 30. Michael Porter Jr. here making trick shots. This game is over, bro. This game is over. Bye, Phoenix. So long. Enjoy your summer. This what you wanted, right, KD? This what you wanted, right? You wanted summer in Phoenix? This what you wanted? Cool. You have at it. Now, will this be considered a failure? By some, maybe. Why? Because KD asked for a trade because he didn't want to stick it out in Brooklyn. I don't know. The pressure was on him. I remember we had this talk like a month ago about if the pressure was going to be on the Suns to go far this year, right? I'm like, of course the pressure is going to be there. Because it's the whole reason why KD asked for the trade in the first place. Like I said, it's going to be 35 excuses for why 35 getting blown out by damn near 35 in a closeout game.
I mean,
I understand
he
Chris.
got traded. He got traded. I think they played 8 games together in the regular season, and they had no bench. They traded it away. Uh,
Why are you looking at me like that?
Because I saw your face, and I know what you was looking at.
Bro, I'm sorry, bro. It took me off guard, man. I was surprised.
Sick individual, man.
Jordan Poole couldn't score a point in front of that.
You're crazy. You're crazy. I just think this Phoenix. What? You're fucking sure. You're crazy. Once you saw them on the court, it was clear that they weren't going to win a championship. Like something
Oh,
has. There needs to be changes. I'm seeing people say they need to fire Monty Williams, and that is some
no.
stupid ass shit. Every time a
Who
team
else is
loses in the
out there?
playoffs
Who
don't
else is out there?
mean you need
Who
to.
else is out there?
Every time you lose in the playoffs don't mean you need to fucking fire your coach. Like he's not the reason that they're losing in this fucking series right
No.
now. DeAndre Ayton has played like dog shit. He's averaging
He's
10
not even
points this
playing
series.
tonight.
He's averaging 10 points this series.
Listen, if Lexi Brown called me out, I'm stepping up my game.
Bro, Aaron Gordon, Michael Porter Jr., and KCP are all averaging more points than him in this series. All three.
Bro, over under is like 9.
And he's the third option. Like, I don't get it. Like, he's got to be moved. They got to find a couple of players to bring in for him. Got to get into free agency and get a bench. They got to figure out what they're doing with Chris Paul because he can't. He's barely playing in the regular season now. He gets hurt in every playoff run, and there's no upside to having him on your team if he's gonna be hurt when you need him the most. Like people be talking about Kawhi need to retire. Chris Paul has been getting hurt in the playoffs for the last 10 years. Why don't he need to retire? Like It's not gonna happen. Like, I know everybody wants to see Chris Paul win a ring. That shit's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. He can't stay healthy. And if he's gonna be the best point guard on the team that's trying to win a championship, it's not gonna happen because he's not gonna be there when they need him to be. Shit doesn't make sense. Why the fuck would you fire Monty Williams, who just won Coach of the Year and has shown that he's been a great coach, and turn this team around without KD? Like, in the bubble, they went 8-0.
Yeah, they only missed the playoffs.
Then they got Chris Paul, went to the finals. Last year they lost to Luka. It wasn't because Monty Williams didn't do some shit right. They lost. It happens. Your team didn't show up in the game 7. That's on the players. Stop giving these players a fucking out by saying, "Oh, the coach didn't do this." No, y'all are fucking playing. Monty Williams already played in the league. He had his time to play in the league. Now it's y'all turn to get the fuck out there and play. Everybody was trying to talk about, oh, fire Joe Mazzulla. No, Tatum and Brown and Marcus Smart and Al Horford, they need to get the fuck out there and play. Jason Tatum played in the fourth quarter. That ain't have nothing to do with Joe Mazzulla. The coaches can't make the shots for them. I'm so tired of every time a team loses in the playoffs, oh, it's time to fire the coach. Who the fuck are you bringing in that's going to make a shot? Nobody. Nick Nurse ain't going to make more shots because he just had a team that wasn't making shots. Coach Bud just didn't make adjustments in every series he's ever played in or coached in. Y'all want him instead? He's not going to make no adjustments like y'all want Monty Williams to make adjustments. Who the fuck is Monty Williams supposed to put in the game to change the game? Damian Lee? Torrey Craig? He's had to rely on Jock Landale. And I know Braxton in his head right now. Who?
No, exactly. I'm not. I know who the hell Jock Landale is, bro.
Now, that's hilarious that you know who that is, but there are some other players that I said, who? That's crazy. But not for real, like, talking about firing Monty Williams because they didn't win a series where they had fucking 2 players that could create their own shot and score. It's crazy. It's crazy. Y'all act like this motherfucker Steve Nash or something. But, hey, man, you fire a coach, it ain't always bright on the other side. Grass ain't always greener. He might go somewhere else and thrive again. And they gonna be sitting here like, damn, we still need another coach. Shit is weird, man. Like, GMs and owners always trying to find a reason for why they lost. Like, you didn't put a good enough team together. Matt Ishbia, went for the big trade for KD and did not bring in other players, whether it be on the buyout market, did not trade for extra players once he made the trade for KD. He didn't go and trade for other depth players. The trade he made after getting KD was to get Darius Bazley, who hasn't touched the floor. Because he's not going to play in a playoff setting and make a difference. He's just not. He's too young. He's not experienced enough. He's been playing for the Thunder, and he ain't even been playing. He didn't even play consistent minutes for them when they were bad. So what made him think, oh, yeah, let's trade for him. He's going to come in and give us something. They lost Jay Crowder because they wanted to start Cam Johnson. He was being unprofessional. You traded Cam Johnson and Mikal Bridges. That's at least your 2 wings. And then Campaign was not Campaign. Well, went back to Campaign from 3 years ago. It's like
the Cameron.
None of this shit is Monty Williams' fault. If he gets fired because 2 players couldn't beat a 2-time MVP and number 1 seed, that's fucking crazy. That's crazy. I'm sorry. Like, that's crazy. Like, Devin Booker played his ass off this fucking series. He averaged 34 points on 60% shooting. That's fucking crazy. All jump shots.
I went 20 for 25. And then went 14 for 18. That's insane.
70% shooting between 2 games, or 79% shooting between 2 games. That's crazy. They're also playing one of the, if not the best player in the league, in Nikola Jokic. Who the fuck is supposed to stop him? They have DeAndre Ayton. He's not doing that shit. He don't even care about playing. Jock Landale, he's not doing that shit. You gonna blame him because they can't guard Nikola Jokic? The fuck is he supposed to do? You double team him, he just gonna make the open pass. You can't double team Jokic. I don't know what the fuck they expect him to do. That shit is stupid. I'm so tired of owners and GMs just trying to fire coaches so they can save face and try to say like, oh, we're trying to change things up. No, the fuck you're not. Now you don't. Now you about to bring somebody else in so you can blame them later on.
36 on
Crazy.
78% from the field, 47 on 80% from the field is freaking insane.
And I dare somebody to say, oh, well, they haven't played good in elimination games the last 2 years. Whose problem is that, dude?
That's them. They're on the court.
That's the players.
They're on the court.
That's the players, bro. Like, what are we talking about? Like, when Miami lost the game in 2014, when we lost to San Antonio, nobody was like, oh, Spoelstra. No. We got played off the fucking court. There was not a
Spoelstra is one of the best coaches in the league, if not the best coach in the league.
There was no adjustments that we were going to be able to make that was going to change the way that they were playing. It's just not. Sometimes the other team is just better, and that shit happens. That's too often in sports. People are just so, oh, they fucking suck. No, somebody has to win. That team is better. That player is better. Like, sometimes it just comes down to that. Sometimes it just comes out. It's not your day. You were bad today. That happens. Like I said last week, a bad day for us. Damn, we had a bad day at work. Now we get to go home and see our family or see our friends or whatever the case may be. These dudes have a bad day. It's on national television. These women have a bad day. It's on national television for everybody to see, everybody to talk about on social media, on their social media. If we had that shit for 3 days, we would all of us would be a fucking mess, a wreck. But everybody want to call people that struggle fucking mentally weak. Like, that shit is so stupid. Like, oh my god, bro. I really can't stand people sometimes, bro. Shit don't make sense. Talking about us fire Monty Williams. Like, and it was mad people saying it wasn't even just one person that said, oh, fire Monty Williams. It was hella people under that. The fuck are we talking about?